Hello. It's hot again, but it's slowly getting cooler. I stayed in Basel last night with a really lovely woman called Iris, and we spoke a lot about Switzerland. I feel much more confident than I did before. Sorry, I couldn't find anywhere else to film it. I've been following like a motorway, not a motorway, like an A road for a while. But yeah, she's done lots of bikepacking in Switzerland and told me that she's never been turned down for somewhere to camp when she's asked farmers, and that there's water everywhere, like drinking wells, and I've seen a few already. The infrastructure here is absolutely incredible, and she sent me on my way with a Swiss feast of breads, cheeses, and lots of like cycling supplements and stuff. So if you're watching this, thank you so much. It's been amazing. Today I'm heading west, maybe for the only time in this trip really. If you imagine Switzerland as a kind of oval on its side, I'm going back round to the west and then hooking round and then coming east on the south side, and that's where I will go and see the Matterhorn. It's fairly mountainous at the moment, but not, it's mostly kind of like foresty, large hills and rocky small mountains. So I still have to wait to see the proper snow-capped big boys, but yeah, I've chosen to camp at the top of a mountain, I hope, tonight. Well, that's what it looks like on the map. So yeah, I'm gonna wild camp tonight, I think, or ask a farmer, and then tomorrow head south. Yeah, Switzerland's really clean, orderly. The infrastructure's incredible. Yeah, I'm really impressed. It's a big change from the last couple of weeks, and obviously there's natural beauty everywhere you look pretty much. I've just cycled through an industrial estate, and even that looked amazing somehow. But yeah, I'm gonna eat lunch and then get on my way. I've been seeing these roadside altars quite a lot, but never one this impressive in a kind of natural, I don't know if it's quite a cave yet, but a kind of abscess in the rock. Yeah. I didn't expect to see this much beauty on day one. I thought that the northern side of Switzerland was fairly normal, but already it's like Jurassic Park or something. Alright, so I've just come to a small village, and the only thing left to do today is to go up a huge mountain pass, and I can't really be bothered. I think I'd rather do it tomorrow. So I'm going to try and find somewhere, I'm going to try and see if I can camp on someone's land. So what I've done, I don't know if you can read any of that, Just kind of saying, good evening, I'm cycling around the world for charity, would it be possible to camp on your land tonight? I don't need any food or anything, just some land to sleep on, thank you. And then translate it into French, and I'm gonna go door knocking now and see what happens. I won't film me doing it because I think that's gonna scare them off a bit, so if I'm successful, the next clip will be me in a tent in someone's garden. Yeah, I was quite lucky. The first guy I asked said yes immediately, and so I'm gonna camp on a bit of the side of a gravel path across from his house. I don't know if to ask the other neighbours because there's 3 other houses here, but it should be fine. I pre-prepared in Google Translate like a paragraph explaining the situation, so if I get any knocks on my tent at night, I can explain myself. But yeah, the view's beautiful, and I'm gonna wake up to that in the morning. It's just been a day of cycling through a huge gorge, lots of rocky cliff faces and forest, and it's been really gorgeous. Yeah, so until tomorrow. See you in a bit. Good morning. Ooh, it's quite early, quite fresh as well. I think it's about 6 in the morning. I've got a big day today. I've been accepted by a host in Montreux. The woman's actually not home, but I'm meeting her neighbour who's going to give me a key to this woman's apartment, which I can stay in, which is amazing considering I've never met her. She doesn't even know who I am. She's only seen my Warm Showers profile. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention before. I was before camping in the patch of grass behind those 2 trees, and I'd asked one neighbour and he said yeah fine, pointed across the road. He didn't speak any English, so our communication was limited, so I was kind of camping on the side of the gravel path, and then the guy from this house arrived home, and because there's 2 main houses here, I thought, oh brilliant, I'll get permission from the second guy because I'm more on his land than the other guy's land, just so I don't risk scaring someone when they come home. The second guy who spoke English, he was really nice. We were chatting and he said, yeah, put your tent here, it's flatter ground, and when the sun comes in the morning it won't be so hot. We were talking about the trip, and then after about 15 minutes he mentions, oh yeah, this isn't actually my house. And I said, oh what? Oh, whose house is this? And he said, oh, he's dead. Oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't be here then. And then he said, no, it's fine. We're all friends with him and we're using his garage to put our shit in. So I've accidentally wild camped the house of a deceased person, but yeah, I don't think the sun's going to come in quick enough before I need to go. My tent's still soaking, which is a problem we have every morning, and even when the sun's shining on it, that's going to take quite a while. But I'm behind quite a big mountain, and so I'm not hopeful that's going to come around. Hope it dries off properly tonight. Yeah, cool. Off to Montreux. Oh, it's freezing. I've got no socks on and bare legs because I know it's going to get hot later, but at the moment it's really chilly. I've just come down to a city that I haven't seen the name of. Yeah, as soon as I woke up I was descending down through those 4 tunnels for like 15-20 minutes, and then when I've gotten to the bottom it's about 15 degrees hotter than it was where I camped. I had no idea how high I was. Yeah, it's strange. Just gone to Lidl. I went to Lidl yesterday and I thought, oh, the prices aren't actually that much different to the rest of Europe. It was maybe about 20% more expensive than what I was used to in Holland. But now in the city it is expensive. It's about twice as much as it was yesterday. So like a small thing of cheese is like 5 francs, which is something like 4 euros, 4 pounds, whatever. So I've got everything I bought is reduced or was kind of manageable in price. Yeah, so for breakfast I've got a yogurt, a pear from yesterday, I got some gherkins and cheap bread. Yeah. Those were the mountains I was in last night. I've got lots of hiking to do today. Ooh. It's only going to get steeper and steeper as I go on. I just saw the tip of some mountains, like fucking big mountains. There's no way they show up on the GoPro because it's still very misty. But it made me giggle like a schoolboy. So I've got a new lease of energy. Oh shit. They look absolutely beautiful. Huge. I thought those mountains behind me were pretty cool. Okay, onwards. I know this is a horrible angle. I haven't got the energy to unscrew the GoPro and flip it the other way. Oh, I just went door knocking for water. I've got this and it's so cool. I'm just cresting the last big hill before I get the full view of the Alps. I've been in quite a rush and I think I've got enough time now to relax a little bit. I need to get to Montreux by 8:30 and it's about 3 o'clock now and I'm pretty much halfway. I've got about 60k left. I feel awful. I've got about 3 hours cycling left. I've been cycling since 8 this morning and it's about 20 to 7. I feel kind of like nauseous and a little bit dizzy. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I pushed myself too hard and I noticed in the last half an hour that I was getting like cold shivers when it's still really hot, and I started to feel kind of like dizzy and nauseous. So I've told the woman that I can't make it to Montreux tonight. I'm gonna ask one of these like farmhouses around here if I can camp on some nearby land. Everything's closed on Sunday in Switzerland tomorrow, which is a pain in the ass. So I've got to kind of ration what I've got. There's enough to survive for a day. But I just feel awful. I've been eating crackers because there's a guy called Ed Pratt who unicycled around the world, who I watched the videos of, and in one of the episodes he was like covered in sweat and was on the floor like super delirious, and it turned out that he was deficient of salt in his body, and I don't feel that bad, but I thought there's maybe a chance that could be that, so I've been eating the crackers, which is the only salty thing I have on me. I've got a great view of the Alps though, so I guess if you're feeling horrible, there are far worse places you could be than sitting here. But yeah, I'm gonna chill out a bit and then I'll have to go door knocking to find somewhere to sleep. Alright, see you in a bit. Ooh. When did I speak last? Oh, when I felt shit on the side of the road. I had a strange night. I went door knocking. Got turned down a few times. I think because on my paragraph in French that I was giving to them, it said in the first line that I'm cycling around the world for charity. So I think instantly people were like, oh, désolé, no. Before they'd actually heard the part of, can I just sleep on your farm? And so I walk into a village and I see a woman walking around and I thought, oh, she looks trustworthy, nice, And so she takes me around the corner and there's some guys in stained vests drinking beer and there's like a huge dog barking, and I thought, oh shit, I've asked at the wrong place. But it was a bit awkward at first. They hadn't eaten dinner yet, so I was kind of setting up in the garden, and then I ended up having dinner with them, and we were speaking in like the tiny bit of French that I couldn't speak, but then they gave me some wine and we were having wine together, and it was much more relaxed after that. But the first couple of hours it was very awkward, and there were kind of shared looks to each other from the families, like, who the fuck is this guy? I don't know, talking in Portuguese. But in the end it was really lovely. I was really imposing though, but I felt so terrible and I just needed somewhere to lie down eventually, that I don't know, it was an interesting experience. Today I'm going to go and stay with the warm showers host who I was meant to stay with yesterday, who is now back in Montreux, who wasn't there yesterday. It's been a quite short ride today, which is nice, and I'm heading towards the Alps. Yeah, I just got a big descent and I'm going down to the Freddie Mercury statue. Yeah, off I go.